Hello and welcome. In this screencast today we're going to look at where it may be best to use different kinds of graphs, and in this case we're going to look at line graphs and pie charts as well. In this first example we've got here is some data based on the amount of rainfall that Norwich received in 2012 between January and October. So what we're going to do again is just highlight the data we want to use, click on the chart wizard, and this time we're going to go with line graph. This is because we're measuring one particular thing, in this case rainfall, over a period of time. So if you remember, line graphs are exactly designed for this. So if we're measuring one thing lots of times, whether it's a patient's progress in hospital, whether it's a particular person's sales or sales of a particular product over an amount of time, or in this case rainfall over 10 months, the line graph is a perfect way to show that. So we can see in the sample that it looks quite good. So we're just going to go ahead and create that. So once again we need to create a chart title, so we can just say rainfall in Norwich 2012. The x-axis that goes across is going to be month, and the y-axis is going to be rainfall in millimeters, and that's rainfall, not rainfall. Okay, there we go. And that's that. So I think perhaps with using the line graph, that served us best. So we can see very clearly where the high points of the year were and where the driest months were as well. And with the line graph, it clearly shows how the rainfall has progressed throughout the year. Okay, secondly, I wanted to talk about where we may best use a pie chart. And pie charts can be really useful in how to display how much of one thing you have compared to how much of something else you have. So it's when the actual number isn't as important as how much compared to something else. So in this case I've made up some figures based around X Factor competition or something like that. So we've got Shane, Claudio, Jake and Lula are our four made up contestants, and you can see they've got different numbers of votes there. So 156,440 for Shane, Claudio's got 254,779, Jake 120,472, and Lula has got 394,273, so she must have been good. Okay, so once again we're just going to highlight the data that we want to use, click on the chart wizard button, and this time we're going to look at using a pie chart. Now one reason I thought a pie chart may be useful is because if we look at a column graph as we have done in the past, it's fine, except the scale on the left hand side is a little bit daft because we've got numbers that go up to 450,000. So practically I think the pie chart is a little bit better. So we're going to go with that for now. Okay, so again, chart title is votes for X Factor final or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to skip backwards very quickly because with a pie chart we can have a legend, which is this little pane here which actually shows which colour represents which data field, or in this case which contestant. Also we can also add either value to the pie chart, so if you wanted to add the figures you certainly can do, or if it's more appropriate you could add a percentage, which might make more sense to somebody who's looking at your graph. So in this case that's what I'm going to go for at the moment. So here we've got perfect use of a pie chart which shows how much votes different people have.